I'm going to edit the stream title.
This is live? Alright.
Yeah, we're live. We're gonna say this is podcast number 8 with Jinx and Ninthlyfe. Twitch game.
Still says scribble.
Yeah, I'm changing that. Should I change it to Surviv?
What did you say?
Should I change it to Surviv?
That would probably be wise.
Okay, and updated. Okay, so I've got my mini feed muted so that we aren't bullied every 10 seconds with this person has subscribed, or this person has decided they wanted to send you money even though you can't get money. So yeah, we should be good. Unless I make a stupid mistake, which I shouldn't. Yeah. So, yeah, let's begin. Good morning, good evening, and good night, folks. Welcome back to Summit News, Summit Podcast, whatever the hell I named it. Probably Summit Radio. Anyways, today we are here with a special guest. Yay. We are here with, we're here with Jinx, and we're here with Ninthlyfe.
Hey.
Salutations.
So, what we're going to do for now is we're going to stay in... Currently, we're going to stay in the podcast channel. And once we are done with the main questions coming from us, we're going to go to the main channel. And we're going to go to the podcast stage so everybody can listen in. So people can ask you questions, ask me questions, ask any questions. Okay, so remind me again. Ninthlyfe, you were... Okay, so remind me again. Ninthlyfe, you were in the tournament, right? Were you the winner? Something?
That's correct. Yes.
Sweet. So, what I want to ask is... what I wanted to ask is, how was it?
What was it? Well, I was kind of stressed at first. I mean, because it's the very first tournament, and even though not a lot was on the line, I really want to show myself there. But I won game 1 pretty easily, and then I wasn't so stressed anymore. I was like, yes, I can do this. Before the tournament, I'd played like maybe a couple of games per day, like just with friends, casually, duos, whatever. And I mean, like, I didn't do any intensive training, but I did start to notice my aim improving over time. And that was a good indicator that I might do well in the tournament. And I did. I mean, I got first in the finals. It was a bit hard. I mean, it was in a game that I hadn't played for, like, no one has played in for over maybe a year or two. And I mean, it was a completely new landscape. And I guess I just pulled myself together and strategized my way to victory.
Well, that's pretty cool. Jinx, were you around for the were you in the tournament?
I was around for the tournament. I watched Solstice play. I didn't actually partake in it. Originally, I was going to, but I realized you know what? I'm absolutely trash at the game now. I haven't played in over a year because it lags so hard. But I did watch for a little while. I was up to date and just kind of checking in on it.
Yeah. So another question. What what was it like getting to be in the tournament?
It's exciting. I didn't expect to be in the tournament because I signed up a couple hours late. But it turns out I was accepted. I was put in match one. And then I almost didn't make it also to the real thing because I was out until like the minute before, and I barely made it home in time to do the practice run and then the actual run.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just very exciting to be in the very first tournament.
So, what? So this is a question that Quebec kind of came up with. What was your loadout? Like, what was your main go-to for the tournament, weapon-wise?
Uh, if I could get hold of a sniper rifle like a Mosin, yeah, that. If not, I would just stick with the classic M870. Um, and then yeah, I pretty much just use those. First round, I got really lucky. Uh, I just got like all the good stuff. I got an I got a level 3 armor. I got the Woods King helmet. It was crazy. I don't even know how that happened. But in the finals round, I had to kind of improvise. I did get Silence Groza near the end, and then I think I stick to the Spaz 12 for that, and it worked out for me.
Hmm. So, if you do remember, what was your highest kill game or highest kill
Got,
round?
I believe, 6 kills. Oh, you mean like in general, like
Yeah, what was your best
of all
round
in the tournament, or
in the tournament?
yeah, in the tournament, it was the first game. I got like 6 kills. Um, I don't know what I got into practice, but I think that the real one I got 6 kills. It was nice. Yeah.
Mm. What skin did you take since you won?
Ooh, okay. So they offered us a bunch of the NFT skins. I picked the cheapest one, which I think was Nagato.
Mm. Did any other skins catch your eye?
They didn't really appeal to me. They're a bit too flashy, and honestly, I didn't exactly like the art style for those ones.
I can get that. What else? What? Okay, so this is a question that can go to both of you. Who did you guys think was gonna win? Like Ninthlife, did you feel like you were gonna win at the start, or did you feel like someone else was gonna win?
I think I saw Star in the tournament. I thought I was doomed, man. Like, that guy is like a really good clan person, like back in the day, right? He could beat anyone. Like, the only problem with that was that he was in like I don't remember, but I think he was EU or something like that, and he just didn't do well because there was so much input delay. I definitely thought he would have won though, if like barring lag.
Hmm. Okay. Jinx, who did you think was gonna win at the start of it?
I didn't really. Well, I didn't know. I'm not. I don't follow who's good at Surviv and who's bad at Surviv. So judging only on who I saw actually streaming their gameplay, who's actually in the tournament, I mostly was watching Solstice. Uh,
Mm.
they seemed to know what they were doing. They had a handle on the game, and they had a couple of really surprising loot drops.
Oh yes, like a deagle coming out
uh,
of a toilet.
they also got an M249 out of a dresser or cabinet, a large cabinet, I believe. I think they also found the they found something. I think it was the SV as just ground loot,
Mm.
which is pretty incredible.
Crazy.
So, okay, I wasn't around for the tournament at all, so you guys are gonna have to guide me through this. So was this like a whoever got the highest kills out of a round won, or?
This top three in each round advanced. So in the finals, there should be 3 times 3, which is 9 people.
Hmm.
And then whoever won that was the winner of the tournament.
Okay, so was it kills? It was kills based, right?
No. It was placement, just like survived.
Oh,
Just like first place, second place, third place in each one.
did you have any moments where you were genuinely worried?
Oh yeah. So in the first round, I was Woods King. So I found someone, and they went into the bunker. So I got a bit overconfident. And I just rushed them, and I had a Saiga. Um, and this guy did some pretty good damage on me, and I was like really low, and I managed to kill him. But then I almost killed myself with the Saiga because the walls are bouncy, and I ended up with like 0 health after that interaction. Other than that, I don't think I had that many close calls.
Jinx, since you were around Solstice a lot, did you see any moments that were seeming kind of tough?
I didn't watch them get into too many engagements. They seem to have it mostly under control. I do know that they had some unlucky moments, but I was only watching them for about 10, maybe 15 minutes.
Mm.
And then I had to leave.
Mm. So, okay, so Ninthlyfe, how were you doing um near the end of the tournament?
Your voice cut out of it.
Oh, sorry.
Can you repeat it?
How were you doing around the end of the tournament? Like, how were you feeling?
Oh, I won the thing, and I was so excited. I went into the VC, in like the general VC in Surviv, and then I was just like so happy. I don't know how I won. Like at that point, I was like really surprised that I won because I didn't enter the tournament to win exactly because I knew other people would be really good. I mean, I like everyone was like, "How'd you win?" It was kind of crazy. Um, I mean, like I attribute my win just to like the fact that the tournament was held in like U.S. West, so I had a major latency advantage. But I felt like I deserved the win. I managed to, outsmart my opponents. Um, but I definitely think I got a little lucky too. Yeah.
Mm. Um, what else? So, let's put it this way. So who'd you see as the biggest challenge? I mean, yeah, I did mention who you thought were gonna win, but who did you think was actually
And
gonna give you the biggest challenge out of them all?
so I was watching the stream during I think it was round 2, and that one had like all the good people, including Star, I think. I watched him. He was holding like 2 Mosins, and he's just like destroying people. Like it was so scary. Um, and then I don't remember what he had in the final round. Um, Either he or Meme Librarian had like a Mosin in that round. Um, but I kept my cool. I just dodged the bullets. It wasn't too bad, and I managed to trap one of them. Actually, trap both of them without much interaction. I did shoot at them, but mostly it was just throwing frags and whatnot. Being able to beat them via attrition.
Jinx, do you have any questions for Ninthlyfe?
Yeah.
Jinx?
Are you speaking?
He it looks like he's muted himself. He's
Explain.
oh, there he is.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think I heard you.
Yes, I didn't hear you.
Do you have any questions for Jinx? I meant Jinx. Do you have any questions for Ninthlyfe?
If I did, I don't think they would be about the tournament. Because I don't have any questions about the tournament.
Then go ahead, just ask them. Whatever works. Okay.
What are you doing outside of? Just what are you doing outside of Surviv?
Recently busy high schooler. I got schoolwork. I got college applications, which has taken up a significant amount of time. But that has not quite hindered my activity in, say, playing video games. I still enjoy playing Geometry Dash. It's so old, I know, but it's fun. It's fun for me, okay? And then Surviv, and then like sometimes I play old IO games with others, but that's pretty much the extent to which I play video games.
Okay. Geometry Dash is solid.
Yeah,
they haven't
it's pretty
updated
fun.
it yet, have they?
Yeah. Eventually.
No one shall diss Geometry Dash on my life.
No, it's a solid game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It introduced me to like the first genres of like electronic music that I liked. That kind of like really happy electro kind of.
Yeah. I was into. I mean, I'm still into a bunch of Geometry Dash music. I mean, there are some really good songs out there.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, Ninthlyfe. Just wondering. When did you get the idea to actually join the tournament?
After I heard there was going to be a tournament, I was, pretty excited. I pretty much immediately decided to join. So once I saw the announcement, I was like, yes, I need to sign up now.
Just like that, just off the bat, you were like, I want to do this. So, how were you feeling about your competition? Did you feel better about it? Did you feel worse about it? How were you doing when you found out about who you were up against?
Well, I saw the roster. I mean, most of the people I didn't even recognize. I'm sure they were decent. I never heard of them, so I didn't really know what to expect at first. And then, like, I say that I was a bit above the average skill level in there, but there were definitely some outliers. At least a couple, like, veterans that, like I said, I was kind of afraid to face, but managed to pull through.
I gotta say, Genuinely, I did not get to see, but from seeing the winners, it looks like you probably were gonna have a bit of tough competition since it looked like a lot of streamers were joining in.
Yeah. I don't really know what to expect with streamers as well, because I usually either, like, you look at Surviv, the server, there's like one creator streaming right now. They're not even streaming Surviv. Like, I don't really know how much they play Surviv, but I feel like it's not as much as I think.
So you didn't
so
really
most
know
of
what
the
to
streamers,
expect.
yeah, exactly.
So Jinx, what questions did you have? You said you had other questions.
I don't have many questions. That was about it.
Okay, so here's another question. Where is your spot in the community? Like, generally, what area of the community do you like to hang out with?
Okay, I can go through my whole story here. So at the beginning, I was pretty much just playing the game. I wasn't really involved in the community. Then at some point in like late 2018, I started becoming active on the server. Especially in random and also in the lore channel. I really liked exploring the lore of the whole game. I was kind of surprised that a 2D battle royale game actually had some story behind it. And I invested quite a bit of time looking at theories, making my own even, and just like working with others to figure out, you know, find some clues, figure out whatever. And then after a bit, I got Survivor, and then I became much more active in random, and I just engaged in conversation. And at some point, I started becoming a YouTuber. Uh, So I started making videos and earned the YouTuber role. Yeah, I kept making videos from there. But at some point, like late 2019, I think I just stopped making survey videos, mostly because my computer couldn't handle it anymore. Recordings would always be low quality, wasn't very good. But also at the same time, I think I got event organizer because I really wanted to, you know, make the community a fun place. And I, organize a lot of the events for the server, not including Capture That Image, but like some of the other ones like Trivia Night and whatnot. And then that came to an end at some point this or last year. And then, I don't know, I kind of just like started to lose interest in the server. I mean, I was like kind of active, but I wasn't really participating in discussions as much as I used to. But there was I kind of stopped participating in events, but I still played the game casually, occasionally. And then like pretty much ever since Kong took over, it kind of just didn't interest me anymore. I was still in the server. I left at some point, I think, but I came back.
Mm.
So yeah, and then like, I mean, I saw the tournament. I was like, okay, this is pretty nice opportunity. I think I'm not that bad at the game, so I guess I'll try. And here we are.
So this is a question. Without pointing fingers. This was kind of one that was floating about. What happened with the purge? I don't know much about it. Whatever happened was whatever happened. How did it affect
What
you?
purge?
I don't know. There was talk about a server raid or something. How was that? Did you even notice?
Okay. Yeah. It was breaking, I mean, like, I've been in the server for like 3 years now, so seeing everything deleted like that was all of a sudden was just, I mean, it was shocking. Like, I didn't think that would ever happen to a server like this, but someone got a hold of the whatever admin tools they had and pretty much destroyed the server. Luckily, it's pretty much back. I mean, I think like the new server, like it's been rebuilt pretty nicely, and now there are new people in charge of the server, pretty much. New moderators, new people who are active in all the chats, new art people. It's really cool to see the server move on and like pretty much continue unfazed and just keeps the community alive in their own way.
So this is a question from Plyboard. Have you beaten the ACU yet, or the ACU, whatever it's called?
No, I have not. I kind of just stopped playing that level. But you know, at some point I got close, and then I just gave up.
Okay, so this is a question that I've decided I'm going to ask everybody that comes onto this hellish podcast. M870 or M220?
Depends. Like it depends on the other gun, right? Like if I have a Mosin, then I'm much more likely to pick the M870 because I need a more reliable gun that I can shoot, like a shotgun that I could use whenever. Since the MP reload is like pretty horrendous. It's kind of hard to balance two like slow guns like that. But at the same time, I really enjoy playing with the MP220. Like it just makes me feel good to use it. And like if I'm playing early game, I'm far more likely to pick up an MP220 just because it has the potential to kill someone in like less than a second. I mean, like you can't complain about that.
Yeah, the satisfying 1-2 double tap.
Yeah, but you're kind of screwed if you miss your shot. So that's why the primary gun is much more important here. So if I had to pick, like, no primary gun, just had to pick which one is better, I would say MP220, just because it's funner to use and it's just more effective sometimes.
Okay. Genuinely, I like both. But yeah. What else? So if you were able to add anything into the game, any kind of gun, any kind of attachment, what would you add?
Good question. Let me start eliminating things that I probably don't want. I don't want a new building. I pretty much I just want something that changes. I don't know, the gameplay. Something that shifts the meta or something. So that could be, say, a new weapon, or like I don't know. Like I don't think the new weapon stuff is actually working. All the weapons that Kong's been adding, I mean, they're fun, but like, what are they adding to the game really?
Mm-hmm.
So I think Kong's addition of mine, I like. A lot of people just didn't like it because it's kind of unfair. But I think it's a very valid part of the game, and I think it definitely shifted how people think about the game. So I think I want something that affects that sort of aspect. I don't have anything on my mind right now. I'll get back to you when I figure it out.
Yeah, don't worry.
Um,
So, Jinx, you've been on here before. Uh, Blazing Yoda has asked, did Ninthlyfe get their NFT? I don't know what NFT is.
that's the skin. I did not yet.
You haven't gotten the skin yet?
They promised, because okay, so according to Kong, according to Sam, let me find it. So the NFT skins have not been implemented yet. And the launch, yeah. So they're not integrating the NFT stuff, because the team, yeah, they just don't have the integration stuff yet. It's out of their control. So apparently I'm gonna get it ASAP, but yeah, I haven't gotten it yet. They said sometime in October, but that hasn't happened yet. They did offer a second skin, like any skin, that isn't like event only. But you know, I declined. I didn't really want anything.
Okay, so, Jinx, you've been on the podcast before, but I'd like to ask you this again. What,
Sure.
if you could add any gun, anything that you wanted to add into the game, what would you add?
Man, it's difficult just to choose just one. If I could have it my way, I had a recent concept that I really liked, but out of that, I guess it would be between the the 612, which is a 6-round revolving shotgun. The way that I implemented it, it was suppressed. That was really fun. Other than that, literally anything related to lore in game would be amazing. Because we have been waiting for that since I believe the last 2019 snow mode.
They had something Cobalt related, like in 2020. That was like the last we ever heard of.
What was that?
Something about, it was log 13.
Oh, that was implemented in when Cobalt was first released. So that was not the most recent edition. It's like some people would argue that there was a new a document that was posted on the I believe it was the wiki.
That was fake.
But which is really disappointing because that
looked pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they might as well just adopt that.
Yeah.
That's just free.
So,
yeah.
This is a weird question. What do you think? What do you think the community would think if we got to add a gun of our choice? Like, if the whole community got together and was told, "Hey, you guys can make a gun, but you got to work together on it." What do you think would happen?
It's kind of hard to come up with something so individual. You're in a team setting, but let's say I think we would organize a vote. Just like have a bunch of, I don't know, stuff, like a bunch of weapons or whatever. And then have the moderators host a vote where we look at all the weapons from like say previous concepts and user submitted stuff, and just see what wins. And answer to that previous question, I think, okay, like it's kind of hard to think of something original on the spot, but I think I would just go with a weapon, just something like a burst weapon would be really cool. We haven't had many of those. I don't know, like I don't really like. I don't know. I just found burst weapons really fun to use. That's just me though.
Burst weapons are pretty fun to use. Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of talk about having the AUG A3 as a 3-round burst.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, the AUG is just one of those things it's cool. So I could definitely see that being like another burst weapon.
Yeah. There aren't a lot of burst weapons. I mean, the FAMAS, if I'm being honest, that was not one of my favorites because it just. Why would I have one bullet left? I understand 25 round mag, but. Yeah, I'm just bursting at an enemy. Suddenly, I'm down to my last shot. And I'm like, pew. It's like, wait, what happened to my other 2 bullets? Oh, look, we have 25 round mag.
Yeah. FAMAS is also really frustrating for me because you can't switch as you're firing the like typically when you quick switch or whatever, you tend to switch immediately after you shoot.
Yeah.
So that's a habit I've been building since like day one, and since the FAMAS shoots three bullets at once or like in succession, that means when I try to switch, it won't let me. So it has cost me many a game in the past. Just like not being able to switch to my shotgun when I need it.
God, I can feel that so painfully.
That's kind of ironic, 'cause the way the FAMAS works, you can interrupt the burst. It's just like automatic, but it limits it to 3 rounds. If that was like the M16A4, that has like a forced 3-round burst. But yeah, no, that's irritating.
Yeah. You know, I think it'd be nice if they expanded a little less on ammo types, like how it used to be, and expanded more on what different kinds of weapons are in those ammo types.
Yeah.
Cause
yeah. Remember when they made a 7.62 water gun and the 12 gauge fire. It was so funny.
That was
yeah,
cursed.
I think they were trying to go like either this is like they literally reskinned weapons.